Throw that thing away. That's what people said the first time they saw this hairless puppy. They called him a monster, a mistake, a dog no one should ever keep. But what nobody realized was that this tiny puppy wasn't born to scare people. He was born with a condition almost no one had ever seen. And by the end of this story, the same people who laughed at him would never look at him the same way again. Meet Nugget. One look at this tiny puppy and everyone asks the exact same question. Why doesn't he have any fur? The answer isn't what most people expect. Today, Nugget calls the @Minnie_Munkins family home, where he's surrounded by a whole crew of adorable animal friends. Every day is filled with playtime, little adventures, and plenty of laughter. Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine that his journey began with so many unanswered questions. Nugget's first pup cup was every bit as adorable as you'd imagine. His soft, wrinkly little skin made him look almost like a tiny baby hippo, and somehow that only made him even more lovable. I know, I'm basically the cutest naked potato you'll ever meet. Since he didn't have a protective coat yet, we always dressed him in tiny outfits to help him stay warm. Just like newborn puppies, hairless pups lose body heat much faster, so keeping them warm is an important part of staying healthy. One of Nugget's favorite games was gently nibbling on Mom's fingers. Behind those playful moments, though, was a challenge we dealt with every day. His skin was unusually dry and rough to the touch. We tried a veterinarian-approved moisturizer, but the improvement was slow. Sharing really is caring. Nugget happily shared his favorite stick with his best buddy, proving that the simplest things often make the best memories. Watching the two of them play side by side, you'd never guess this little pup once faced such an unusual start in life. Apparently, Nugget woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. The moment his best buddy tried to squeeze into his cozy little nest, Nugget made his opinion crystal clear. "Excuse me, this bed is reserved for one very handsome hairless puppy, and I'd prefer not to decorate it with somebody else's dog smell." Our little bean had life all figured out. Eat until you're full, wrestle with your best friend, melt everyone's heart by being ridiculously cute, then do it all over again. Honestly, that's a pretty perfect way to spend puppyhood. Out of all the cozy spots in the house, Nugget had one clear favorite: Dad's lap. The second it was available, he claimed it without hesitation. "Sorry, everyone, this seat is permanently reserved for me. Dad already approved the arrangement." Some puppies collect toys. Nugget collected cuddles. Our best guess is that Nugget is a Chihuahua mix, but one thing is certain: he isn't a hairless breed. From the day he was born, there wasn't a single strand of fur on his tiny body. He didn't lose his coat because of a skin disease. He simply entered the world that way. Whatever was on today's menu, Nugget was completely sold. Every tiny bite was apparently the best thing he'd ever tasted, and his little face made that impossible to hide. Nugget quietly waited for his turn, completely unaware that thousands of people had already formed an opinion about him. After we shared his story online, many kind hearts welcomed him. But there were also people who laughed, mocked, and judged him for the way he looked. The sad part is that Nugget never knew he was different. He never questioned his reflection or wished to be someone else. To him, life was simply about loving, playing, and trusting the people around him. Sometimes, it's not animals that need to learn kindness, it's us. Just when we thought Nugget was behaving himself, he pulled off an impressive little jailbreak. Somehow, this tiny troublemaker always managed to find a way out. Maybe being hairless made him a little more aerodynamic after all. Nugget and his little sweaters quickly became inseparable. Living in a cold state like Minnesota, he simply couldn't hold on to body heat the way other dogs could. Keeping him warm wasn't about fashion. It was part of keeping him healthy. Hair helps insulate a dog's body, so pups born with little or no coat often need extra protection during cold weather, especially outdoors. Dinner couldn't come soon enough, so Nugget found the next best way to pass the time, playing with his friends. A few minutes of running, wrestling, and chasing each other somehow made the wait feel a whole lot shorter. Tiny body, endless energy. Nugget somehow managed to turn every corner of the house into his personal playground. One minute, he was quietly sitting still. The next, he was already off on another mischievous adventure.
Silly asses.
Nugget may have entered the world looking different, but he never let that define the way he lived. He reminded us that happiness doesn't come from having a perfect appearance. It comes from feeling safe, being loved, and enjoying every little moment life has to offer. If Nugget's story made you smile today, please consider supporting more rescue stories like his by tapping the thanks button below. Don't forget to subscribe and become a channel member if you'd like to help us give more special animals the chance they deserve. Thank you for being part of Nugget's journey, and we'll see you in the next story.